Yeah, it's off. All off. It's all gone. So, this has been a basketball channel, but that's not the only thing I like. Um, Music. Music is a huge part of my life personally. I listen to music probably every day. So basically, this is just going to be like what I'm listening to, what I've been listening to recently. I have my spare phone, the one that I use for all my videos, to look at stuff on. So we're just going to go through what I've been listening to over the last couple of weeks, let's say like maybe a month and a half or so. Let's get into it. So the last album I listened to was The Wasteland. It's great, Jesus, great album. Um, I would say I'd say the biggest problem that I have when it comes to Brent Faiyaz is I would say is his lack of diversity. And I know that's what a lot of people like about him, his aesthetic, how calm and cool he is, but sometimes it can get boring. And I like that he switched it up during the last song of the album on Angel, how he came with a different beat, different style, and he really changed it up. And I was really happy about it. It was something that I think needed to happen, and I want to see more of that. So over the next couple of years, while he drops singles alluding to his next album, I really want him to try to switch it up a little bit more. But my favorite song off the album, I would have to say, was All Mine. I'm listening to it all the time. That rhymed. I'd say my favorite song on the album was All Mine. Another also huge thing, the last skit, crazy, shouldn't have been on the album. I'm sorry. It was cool and all, but it was sad. Um, I'd say some of the most forgettable tracks for me was Jackie Brown. Um, that's kind of it. It was a good album. I didn't like that he used a lot of older singles, honestly. Like singles like Gravity. Who thought that was going to be on the album? I understood Wasting Time. I understood where it fit into the album. I understood songs like Dead Man Walking where it fit. But Gravity was kind of like a whoa. I guess I understand where it fits into the album, but it was really unexpected because it came out like how many years ago? But that's probably that's the last album I've been listening to, and I've been listening to it quite a lot. The next album I've been listening to, or actually, I think the album I've been listening to is Mr. Morale. On first listen, it was a bit of a more different album. It didn't do much for me, honestly. There was a lot of tracks, and there's still a lot of tracks that I don't listen to very often. But I don't think it was. I don't think it was a project for us as listeners, as fans. I think it was more of a project for him. That he just, I think he, what my ideology is for this album is I think he went into the studio and I think he's been recording for a couple of years. I think he recorded almost 50 songs. And I think he just picked the best ones. Not the best ones. I think he picked the ones that suited his fans' listening style, the ones that he knew would probably do a little bit better. Because I listen to some of these songs on the album and I don't think that they were meant for us to hear. I don't think they were meant for human ears almost. Or for our ears, his listeners, I think they were more meant to tell a story on his side. And that's what a lot of artists do. They're better at telling stories through their emotions, and they're better at dealing with trauma through musical therapy by recording music. And I think that he went into the studio over the last couple of years and recorded 50, 60, 70, 80 songs, and he just gave us the most Kendrick Lamar out of the bunch, the most songs that resembled some songs off of Damn, Good Kid, Mad City, To Pimp a Butterfly, Untitled Unmastered, Section 80. I think he just kind of just pulled out of a pot and just kind of just, you know, great album. My favorite song off the album so far has been Father Time, like everybody else. Purple Hearts is also another one. Count Me Out, also another really good one. So is Spirit. The first half of the album is better than the second half, I'll say that. Well, at least for me personally, I do like Savior a lot. Mother I Sober is really good, and Mirror. The most forgettable song of this album is Auntie Diaries, Die Hard, Worldwide Steppers. Nah, not Worldwide Steppers, just Die Hard. Die Hard and Auntie Diaries, very forgettable. I'm gonna get into the songs I've been listening to the most. I'm just gonna scroll on my play. I have a playlist called Ravioli where it has almost every single song I've been listening to. A song I'm listening to a lot has been Electric Relaxation from A Tribe Called Quest. I really like A Tribe Called Quest. They're not one of my favorites, but they're a band I like to listen to a lot. Electric Relaxation. It's a really hard word, really hard, words to say, but I like it a lot, and so I listen to it a lot. Bryson Tiller, I actually got into Bryson Tiller a lot more. I've never really been into his stuff. Steve Lacy actually just dropped an album last Friday. I'm listening to that. I bite my tongue, it's a bad habit. Very good. I'm listening to a lot of Childish Gambino. Me and Your Mama has been the song I've listened to the most over the last about like week or so. Week, 2, 3. I'm in love when we are smoking that line. That song goes hard. I don't care what anybody says. That song goes hard. Oh yeah. Also the song from TikTok. I don't want to call the song from TikTok because I don't want that to be how someone knows their song with the song from TikTok. But y'all know the Spanish song on the videos where they're bouncing the balls into the thing. Wait, no. Me llame no conte, soy amor. That's, to me, it's a really good song. I don't even know what the words mean, but I know they mean something, and it makes me sad. So it makes me sad. I've also been listening to a lot of Yeat, but I'm always listening to a lot of Yeat. Kanye West is a must-have in the playlist. MF Doom, I've been listening to more MF Doom than usual. MF Doom is one of my top 5 favorite artists, but I've been listening to him a lot more. I think in the wake of his death, I don't know what, but I've kind of just been listening to him a lot more. Some of the songs I've been playing are Doomsday, Fancy Clown, America's Most Blunted. It's kind of just like, pulling songs. One Beer, Beef Rap. I think he's kind of just like an artist that I can kind of just listen to when my mind's in a jumble, because if I have to describe him as an artist, it'd just be a jumble. He's just a jumble of random words. You could probably search up a random word generator and it'll be a random word. And if you play a couple of songs, in like the first 2 songs, he's probably said that word 5 times. Like lard or Doritos. He's weird like that, but I think that's why I love him so much, because he's not a normal guy, He's just very eccentric in the way that he made his music when he was still with us. So I think that my mind's been kind of, recently. So I would say that's why one of the biggest reasons why I really like MF Doom, because his stuff is so much more different than everybody else. I've actually also been listening to Cool Tape Vibes 3 by Jaden Smith. I'll pull it up right now. This album, I don't think I ever listened to the deluxe, but this album, 17 songs, I listened to when it first came out the very day. Great album. I always liked Jaden Smith as an artist. I think he's one of my favorite artists. Some of my favorite songs from this album were Sunburnt, Deep End, Boys and Girls, Cabin Fever, In the Hills, Falling for You, Lucy, circa 2015. I think the worst ones for me personally were Drops of Sun, Muted Sunrise. Yeah, those songs were bad. And I love Jaden Smith as an artist, but I'll be the first person to tell you that some of his songs are plain out, drop dead, bad. Like, I won't listen to him ever in my life. I will go through the album and I'll listen throughout the whole album, and he's one of the only artists where like I can't get through the bad songs. I must skip or else I will die. I will die, personally. I will die. I'm listening to a lot of songs without lyrics, like beats. I forgot what it was called for a second. I have it saved under a playlist that's inverted. I don't even know why I showed you. It's called Study Shit. It's shit I listen to when I read or when I'm studying. Now that school's about to start back up, I decided to be a scholar. So it's called Study Shit on Spotify. I don't know if my Spotify is public, but y'all can go look at that there. I stole some of these songs from other people's playlists, but yeah, it's a short playlist, an hour and 20 minutes. Just some cool songs with some cool beats that you can study to, listen, and honestly just personally enjoy. Um, but yeah, that's a little cool deep dive into my music taste. You know what I like to listen to, what I like to jam out to when I'm not playing the game or playing football or talking basketball with you guys. But yeah, that's kind of it on a quick deep dish into the musical side of me. A fun fact: I actually did used to be in band. I played the tuba for 2 years. That was a very great experience in my life, and I'll point out the elephant in the room. I'm bald. That happened last Thursday. Um, yeah, cool little rambling video. Kind of wanted to show you all something else other than basketball that I like to do. I just listen to music. So yeah, that's it for the video. Peace.